Hey guys, how are we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. So we are looking now at the Bitcoin chart on the daily. As you can see, Bitcoin is managing to hold above the 200-day moving average currently on the daily. If we do get a candle close below that, expect a further drop. Let's be completely honest, expect a further drop, probably looking towards the 37,000 mark. Do I think that's going to happen? I'm honestly not sure at this point. We seem to just be ranging between the 50 and the 200-day moving average. On the daily time frames, let's have a little look at a closer time frame. So on the 4-hourly, as you can see, but we are kind of creating higher lows. You can see if you drew a trend line in here, there would be some slightly higher lows that we are starting to form. See how that's slightly heading upwards here. So it's going to be a point of reckoning soon where we're trapped between this 50-day that's coming down and this trend line that's coming up. So it's going to make a decision whether it comes down or goes up. And at the minute, it does look like further downside could be an option. However, do I think that will happen? I honestly don't know. We've got a lot of news I want to talk about today. That's mainly what I want to talk about in this market because we are still just chopping sideways. And at this point, it's very hard to put a finger on which way we're going to go. TA says we come down. I would like to hedge on that side of caution, but I also think, and this is not financial advice, this is something that I sent to my dad this morning actually, so if you were looking to accumulate any more crypto, in and around these areas are not a bad time to get it. I do think the last 3 months of the year will be, personally, I think we'll have a parabolic run and a blow off top. So we are on massive discount for crypto in general at the minute, and if you try and time the absolute bottom, you often miss out on some very decent buying opportunities. So I'd always prefer to sacrifice a few percent missing the absolute bottom than to not get any exposure in the market at all, but that's just the way that I personally play things. So if you're looking to get some more exposure, just know that I personally am getting exposure at these prices here. If we come down further, I'll try and scoop some more if I have any more cash. If not, I'll just hold and wait for us hopefully to go up, which is what I am expecting. I'm expecting the year to end out on a big green last few months. Obviously, it won't just be one fat green candle, but if it was, that'd be nice, but I don't think it will be. But yeah, that's just what I'm seeing in the charts at the minute. So that was Bitcoin. Let's have a little look at Ethereum. Ethereum's kind of doing the same, but it's just sort of ranging. But all cryptos are sort of doing this. We've had this initial capitulation here. We had this drop, and then we ranged, and we dropped, and we ranging, looking for another drop. Or are we looking to have found a support level here because we haven't broken this low for a little while? No one really knows yet. We are just doing our best with the information that we've got, as I said, and we are just waiting to see what happens. XRP is the same. There isn't too much to report at the minute, guys. If anything changes, I'll obviously keep you up to date. Volume's low, we're ranging sideways, so let's just see, let's wait and see what happens. If we bang in an indicator, let's have a look what the RSI is saying. RSI, again, pretty neutral on the 4-hourly. And again, on the daily. Let's have a look at what this trend line is looking like. We've still got a little while, guys, to really see anything massively influential, in my opinion. But I'm looking towards the end of this week, maybe the start of next week, for moves to start happening in terms of positive moves. We're waiting for the end of this month, basically. September's always a choppy, weird month, and I don't know why that is. It just seems to be the case with cryptocurrency in general. But yeah, I'll stop talking about that now, and let's get into some news, because I think that's probably the best thing to do in this video is talk about the different news that's going on. And we'll start with this CBDC from Chile. Actually, I just wanted to mention quickly about China with them banning crypto again. It didn't have as much of an effect on the market as a lot of people thought it would, because it was also doubled up with at the same time that, so we'll start with this, Morgan Stanley increases Bitcoin exposure, buys over 58,000 more Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. So we've got Morgan Stanley buying extra exposure into crypto and Bitcoin at the same time that China is saying crypto's banned. So that's something that I just wanted to keep your eyes on. And also the Twitter information, if you didn't know about what happened with the Twitter info. Basically, Jack Dorsey, the Twitter CEO, released information saying that on Twitter you're going to be able to tip each other in Bitcoin now, and there's going to be an integration section on your profile to be able to put your Bitcoin address or your Bitcoin Lightning address. So CBDC, digital peso to roll out strategy to be unveiled by early 2022. This is Chilean peso. So that's obviously very positive news. It's just something that I wanted to keep your eyes on. Like, a lot of countries now are looking for their digital currency to come out. And then we've got this. Crypto strategist says XRP looking bullish. Traders are sleeping on 2 overlooked altcoins. We're not really going to talk about XRP because it's my main cryptocurrency that I cover. So they were saying that this is an inverse Bitcoin versus XRP chart. So that means when it comes down, it goes up, obviously. So they are saying that XRP is going to outperform against Bitcoin. Looking at a $2.54 range, the potential move represents a potential of over 160% gain from its current value at 89 cents. So that's something to keep your eyes on, guys. They also do talk about CRV, but I'm personally just looking at the XRP chart here. Then this is another massive piece of news. I covered this yesterday on TikTok. Coinbase introduces Paycheck deposits in the US, and not only this, you can deposit into USD or you can deposit into some of the cryptos that they pick, and it will be 0% fee to deposit, and it will be coming in the next few weeks. So that is madness for the crypto market in America, especially. And then one other thing that I wanted to show you before we just talk about the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is that we are actually in the extreme fear section now in the market. So we're actually at 25, which is extreme fear in the market. This is normally a great time to be buying, with the phrase that goes, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful. When others were greedy last month, we had a drop, and others are fearful now. Are we going to go on a rise? And finally, James Philan-Law tweeted this. So the Ripple Ripple legal team basically filed to the judge to ask for 3 more documents to be placed in the review that the judge is going to do. And the SEC has filed an objection to Ripple's letter requesting that the 3 additional documents be added to the review, which includes an email chain. And in this email chain, that basically the SEC is saying that they don't have clarity on cryptocurrencies. Concerning discussions with a third party whose defendants understand receive guidance from the SEC to analyze its digital asset under the framework set forth by Director William Hinman in June the 14th, 2018. So what's basically happening is, although, let's go on James Philan's Twitter page for a second, we are seeing more and more, I don't know how to describe it. We are seeing a lot of collaboration between the SEC and Ripple. They've been actually communicating, and it seems that they've been agreeing on sealing some documents, which they've never really agreed on anything before. But now it looks still like there are some things they're not happy about. Do I think there's going to be a settlement in the works? To be completely honest, who knows? But yeah. So we have coming up expert discovery deadline on the 12th of November, and that's the next real date that we're looking forward to. And we're still waiting for decisions on the following: the SEC's motion to compel Ripple to search certain Slack communication, Ripple, the defendant's motion to compel the SEC to produce certain documents designated as privileged. We won't see this decision until sometime after the briefing is complete on the 28th of September, so that's soon. The motion to intervene, that's for the XRP holders specifically. The SEC's motion to strike Ripple's lack of fair due notice, affirmative defense, and the individual's motion to dismiss the SEC's amended complaint. So let's see what's going to happen, guys. We're still all up in the air. It's American law. Don't expect anything to happen super fast. But then the other side of that discussion is that it is American law and everything could be going on behind closed doors, and boom, the case could literally be over like that. So what do you guys think? When do you think we'll see a settlement? Do you think it's going to go to trial? I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below, and I will speak to you on the next YouTube video. Thank you for tuning in. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.